Vault opening. Welcome to the vault.
Hello, what is up, you dazzling diamonds? Welcome back to my channel. My name is lynndakile and this is the vault. And welcome back to the others as well. You guys, today we are going to be talking about something that is very serious, very scary, and something that is going to confirm what I've been saying this whole time about this place that we live in, right? This very strange place that we live in, whereby nobody knows really why we're here. What are we doing here? You know what I mean? A lot of creepy, shady, weird things are happening, and we're going to talk about that today. So without further ado, let's jump straight into today's video. Okay, you guys, so today we are talking about what happened, the situation that happened at the Astroworld festival, right? Hosted by that was weird. I just heard a really creepy sound. Whew, maybe it's the topic that we're speaking about today, right? So we are talking about what happened at the Astroworld festival hosted by travisscott, right? Now this situation has been trending everywhere for the past couple of days since the event, right? Travisscott hosts this festival every year. It's an annual festival. I think this is the second or third year that he was having it in Houston, Texas. And, you know, I listen to a lot of hip hop now and then, but I really try my best to pick and choose the artists that I listen to, because I do feel like there's so much put into this music that brainwashes people, that hypnotizes people, right? So I've heard of travisscott for some time now, but I've never sat down and thought to myself, okay, I'm going to listen to this guy's music. So when this situation occurred, I was like, wow, this guy actually has a lot of fans. Like, people really love his music, right? And it begs the question, why? Why do people love travisscott's music so much? Do people really feel that they can relate to him in that type of way? Because obviously after this situation happened, I had to go back and actually play some clips and listen to what the big fuss is about this particular artist. And in my opinion, he's really not even that great. And it's so crazy that I say that, because this morning I found a video of his ex-manager saying that when he was still working with travisscott, they actually did some, I don't know if it's illegal, but some shady dealings to push him to get noticed by record labels, to push his numbers on the internet type of situation. So that brings me back to me saying that, yeah, Lynn, you're actually right. He's really not that great. He was pushed. His situation, his growth was actually manipulated by his past manager and the people that were working for him, right? So anyway, let's fast forward to current events. Over the weekend, this past weekend, he held this concert in Houston, Texas at Astroworld. It was called the Astroworld Festival. And there were a number of artists that were performing there, including himself. He was the main act, right? Unfortunately, and this is just so horrific, right? Unfortunately, the event was so packed, overcrowded, and people died. It's been reported now that about 8 to 10 people lost their lives at this concert, which I find to be very strange. And this is what is getting a lot of people rattled up, right? There were too many people at that event, first of all. And then to top it off, people started coming in, pushing down the barricades, and really there was a stampede type of situation. And people were getting in there unchecked, probably unvaxxed, and everything illegally, to to get into Travis Scott's event. It was a whole big freaky deaky mess. But for some reason, the organizers of the concert, the people that were working there, Travis Scott himself, didn't see the need to cancel this concert once it started to get out of hand, because the drama actually started during the day when people were rushing in, trying to get to the main stage forcefully, illegally, type of situation. Why wasn't management or the people, the organizers, notified of this crisis? Crowd control is therefore a reason for these types of situations. Condolences to the people, the families of the people that lost their lives. 8 to 10 people is a very large number, and apparently the number could increase. Investigations are still going on, type of situation. And amongst the people that actually lost their lives at this concert was a 9-year-old and a 16-year-old minors, right? There was 2 23-year-olds, 21-year-old, and I'm not too sure how old, but that was the age, 27-year-old, 27 club, you know, just very weird stuff. People it was a whole stampede. People were pushing, they were jumping, they were climbing, they were stomping on each other to get to see Travis Scott. And by the time Travis Scott actually got onto stage, and I know some of you have seen the videos, right? I'm going to try and play some clips on this video, but I'm just going to be really careful about it, type of situation. If you haven't, please go and search those videos and you will see how horrific the situation really was. When Travis Scott finally got onto stage, when you look out into the crowd, it was like looking at little ants, thousands and thousands of ants type of situation. The number probably got to like, I don't know, 50,000 or more people that were at that concert. And it looked like you were looking at little ants. There was no space in between these people. And apparently the cause of some of the people's death was dehydration. They were overheating. Now, obviously at a concert like this, and apparently now I'm actually learning that Travis Scott at his concerts actually does encourage people to wild out and rage, go crazy and have a great time. But in a situation where there are so many people and there is no space to breathe or even move, it becomes very tricky. It becomes very dangerous type of situation, right? Other reports are coming out now that apparently, I don't even know if I should say it's apparent and alleged, you know, because even the cops put out a statement on the news saying that there was an assassin at this event, right? An assassin that was shooting people, not with bullets, but he was shooting them up, injecting them in the neck, which was causing some of the people that died, or I don't know if it was all of them, to die of cardiac arrest, a heart attack. How many people in one event can die from the same thing? It doesn't make any freaking sense. Unless some of them died in the stampede, they got crushed. And it just doesn't make any sense to carry on with a situation like that. As an artist, wouldn't you, if you're on the stage, wouldn't you want to say, stop, everybody just look around you. If there's somebody that's behaving weird or injured or something, you know, let's get them to the front and get them medical assistance. Most of the time at these events, there is medical responders or ambulances and all these people to help if the situation does get out of hand. But in this situation with so many people, there wasn't even enough. There wasn't even enough medical assistance to help people. Right? Now, we are just scratching the surface at this point. Let's really get into it. People are now saying that Travis Scott is or was on that night possessed by some kind of entity, some demon type of situation. But not only was he possessed, they are saying that the whole concert, the whole event was some kind of Illuminati ritual, right? For him to gain more riches and fame. Could this really be true? I mean, it seems like Travis Scott would do anything to become more rich and famous. He was working with that manager that manipulated the numbers. And crazy thing is that same manager came out to expose Travis Scott because apparently Travis Scott left that same manager in a basement dying. And he didn't care. He literally saw him. I don't know if he was having a seizure or a heart attack, whatever it is. Why are people around Travis Scott having seizures and heart attacks? That's weird. And he left this guy to die. Luckily, he didn't die. And apparently at another concert, some guy got pushed off a balcony, which left him paralyzed. This guy's in a wheelchair today. And it's said that in all of his performances, his concerts, all of the events that he goes to and he performs at, he hypes the crowd up to rage, to go crazy, to lose their mind. Now, the Astroworld Fest, it is said that some people were trying to tell Travis to stop because people are literally dying in the crowd. There are these two other guys that were on the stage. Apparently, this clip is new. Apparently, they went on there to tell him that, you know what, something bad is happening here. People are dying. People are collapsing. We need to calm things down or slow things down. And he is seen saying to them, no, we're not going to stop. And then he says something to them. He pushes them away. And then he goes back on the mic and he says, you know what you came here for. Why did they come there for? I don't think people go to events or festivals to die. And unfortunately, this is what happened at this concert. It's freaky deaky. If you guys look at the clips that are circulating on the internet right now, you are gonna get chills running up and down your spine. Right now, when I started this video, I thought I heard some freaky deaky sound because really, I feel like even just talking about it is like drawing in some bad vibes, bad energies. I'm a bit paranoid right now. If you look at the poster for the event, you have these hands with eyes, all these eyes, it says, see you on the other side. And apparently the whole day on the stage that Travis Scott was supposed to be performing, there was this countdown that was going on and these weird hypnotic sounds, And you guys know, music plays a very big part in this dark world type of situation. And also, it kept on showing the words, see you on the other side. What side? Who are we going to see and why? You know what I mean? Was he talking about the people that were going to lose their lives? As in, see you on the other side, the dark side, down there in hell? People say that the whole concert was a ritual, a very evil ritual. And he was telling people that you know exactly why you came here. And every time people tried to stop him or try to alert him that people are dying at your concert in the crowd right now, he's saying, you know why you guys, you know what you came here for. That's very... My light is doing something. That's very, very strange. It's very, very scary. And there's also a clip that's circulating where a young man, I don't know if it was one of the deceased, but he was either deceased or passed out, but I think it was one of the deceased, where this guy is now being lifted up by the crowd and the paramedics, right? Because they can't just have a dead body at a concert. It's just disrespectful. It's so bad. It's disrespectful that the concert even carried on. It's weird. And people were dying. It's like, do you have no regard for people's lives? There's a clip that's circulating where they are carrying the body out, right? There, he is singing some weird freaky deaky things, and he's just looking at the body as they take it out. My word.